What if I told you that your world is not out there, but it's inside your head? Literally. What if I told you your pet, your car, even you is inside your head? That's right. A part of your head or within the brain known as the occipital lobe or the visionary cortex, which resides in the back of your cerebral cortex. That's what you see reality as. Did you know that? Okay, let me blow your mind. What if I told you that you and I and everything we see is basically a three-dimensional holographic projection? What do you think about that? Oh, what if I told you that we actually live on a two-dimensional surface, but we are being projected as three-dimensional images through our minds? Trippy, right? But did you know these are all facts now? These are things that we have discovered recently. Let me show you how the holographic principle works. All right, black holes, the key. A black hole is a hole that the gravity is so large from a star, it rips a hole in space. Oh, by the way, did you know that space is actually a fabric? It can rip and tear and bend like a sheet. So when space gets a hole in it, it creates what we call a black hole. The gravity is so strong that not even light can escape this black hole. But among the surface part of a black hole is known as the event horizon. On the event horizon is the secret to how we discover that we are basically holographic projections. Here's what happens. You and I, we're made of molecules, cells, and our cells are basically comprised of information. That's basically what your DNA composure is, right? Complexity of DNA is information on strands. That's how you and I are made up. So what happens is, when something gets pulled into a black hole, it actually doesn't go in the black hole. It actually gets spread across the surface, the event horizon. The information gets put out on a two-dimensional surface. Okay, make it simple. If you toss your wallet in a black hole, the wallet will come back out and spread across the event horizon on a two-dimensional surface. All the information about your wallet is there. You can technically reconstruct your wallet back. That's how we know that we're being projected on a two-dimensional surface for three-dimensional holographic images. And space works the same as a black hole as it does here. So that's the secret. So everything is being projected off of a two-dimensional surface, and we see three-dimensional world. All right, so what's the benefit? What's the purpose? Well, I want to put a point to you. I'm sure you've heard of the placebo effect. That's where the mind believes and heals the body, right? Or that's where you can believe something and it creates. Well, this leads me up to what I want to discuss, and I want to share with you and show you something powerful about you and the power you have. You see, we are all subjective. Our reality is subjective. Everything you see around you is made up by you. Let me go back to the occipital lobe or the visionary cortex. So what I'm literally saying to you is, what you're seeing right now, even a projection, even your own body, it's basically a holographic projection within the brain, within that visionary cortex. And it gets pushed out into your retina and you see your world. So you literally have control to change your body, structure, manifest wealth, heal yourself. All this is very possible. And we see that in the placebo effect. You know, when they create new products, the doctor can prescribe two treatments. One person will actually get the real treatment. The other person will get what's called a placebo, like a sugar pill. They both take it and they're both cured. One person is cured with the real treatment. The other person is just a sugar pill. What's the difference here? What makes the placebo effect so important? Well, here's the secret. The conscious and the subconscious mind, they both believe. Once they believe, the cells within your body accepts it to be true. Why does the cells in my body accept it to be true? because they're in your head, they're in your body. They can't see outside. So whatever you see outside is already created from inside. So you have subjective reality. In other words, you literally have the power. If you believe something unconditionally, it will appear, it can manifest in your life. You can cure yourself. You can heal your body. You can create the outcome, the job, the lifestyle, the opportunity, because everything is in the occipital lobe. It goes in there as electrochemical signals. Then it pushes out in the retinas of your eyes, and you see an image, a holographic image of your world and yourself. Okay, so why does everything feel so real? Again, the senses in your body, nerves, they give you an illusion of to feel, to pain, to touch. That's all part of the program. So I want to drive that point just to show you this, just to bring the point to you that you are more powerful than you can imagine. You can literally create anything you want. But what's stopping you, or what's stopping us, is the mind's limitation of how we were conditioned. See, the secret is this. If you get your conscious mind to believe, and your subconscious mind, that's called alignment, and that's how we manifest, that's how we heal. The issue is, it doesn't work because one part of the mind is off track, and it's usually the conscious or it's usually the subconscious. So how can you get both minds to become in agreement, right? How can I get both minds to believe something? Well, it takes practice, and it takes repetition, and it takes a visual image in the mind's eye. In other words, if you keep seeing something the way you want it to be, and visualizing it and repeating it, then that will build a strong neural connection, and you will start to believe it. And then once you start to believe it, the cells in your body will show, your actions and habits will show. Then it goes to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind accepts it now without any resistance, because your conscious mind send it without any resistance. So they become aligned, and that's how we manifest. That's how the placebo effect works. In other words, it's basically tricking both minds to believe in something. And it usually comes from authority figures. You know, you go to the doctor, you trust the doctor, so you believe him. Great. That's how it works. You can actually do it yourself to create your own reality, because it's showing you something powerful. It's showing you that you literally create from the inside out. You literally are living in a subjective reality. Your beliefs literally shape and create your world. Think about that. So what does it say about your world? Well, just if you go back to what I said about the holographic projection of our world, we're basically in a reality, or in a spectrum of creation that is very transparent. There's no physicality to it. It's all about the projection and the energy we put forth based on our beliefs and our repetition. And our cells believe that and follow that. So if you understand what I'm saying to you, I'm literally saying to you, and I'm literally telling you that if you start to project the image of what you like to see your life to become, and how you like to feel, and the way you like to create, that is in the occipital lobe. It becomes an image, and eventually it becomes your reality. See that? Now, when I go back and I say, whatever you see is literally in your head, that's also scientific fact. That's how we process information or light. Nothing you see right now came from outside. It all came from inside. It goes in that visionary cortex, then it gets funneled out. And then you see cars, trees, whatever. Think about that. So when you look in the mirror and you see yourself, if you don't like yourself, change yourself. How do you do it? Start seeing how you like to see yourself in your mind's eye every day, every night. Cells will change, the body will adjust, and you'll become that. If you want to create your reality the way you want, change it. First, see it in the mind's eye. Start to believe it. Use the repetition. That will become your reality. That's called the placebo effect. Placebo effect is basically whatever you believe with your conscious and subconscious unconditionally, it must become your reality. Because the cells in the creative process, they're all subjective to how you view or interpret your reality. Powerful stuff. And now you have some greater understanding of the power within yourself to change your outer reality.